It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a couple teams searching for their first Super Bowl. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today we've got an NFC South matchup as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As CD, folks are excited here in Carolina. They have been since March 10th. That being the day that the Panthers traded up with the Bears for the right to select Alabama's Bryce Young first overall.
And selected first overall they did. And not only that, during the free agent period, the rest of the draft, they also tried to surround this young quarterback with extra talent, trying to get him activated early so he can be a starter from day one.
But meanwhile, for the Falcons, I think they might be looking at the NFC South and saying, hey, with no Tom Brady anymore, even though we were 7-10 last year, this could be ours for the taking.
And it's been building to this level for this team because this will be the third year under their head coach. They know exactly what he expects, and they're starting to play closer to their potential.
Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense, and at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
The Falcons got their feet wet with Ridder during a 4-game audition last season, and he did end their year with a pair of wins. Optimism reigns that he is their quarterback of the future.
Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second down throw coming for Ridder. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Ridder throwing on third down. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment. So this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Ridder. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here is 3rd down and 4. Ridder to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Wow, what a gutsy call. If you're the defense, opening drive, you just got the stop, or at least you think, and then boom, right back on the field for more.
It had the feel of something that they had planned for all week long. Hey, first drive of the game, let's be aggressive, let's go get them. And now defensively, they've got to be writing notes to themselves. In practice, work on fake punts right out of the gate because that was really unexpected.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Ritter on 1st and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. To Jefferson on the slant. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Ritter. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
Bryce Young, the quarterback out of Alabama with a Heisman Trophy in his hip pocket, is the new face of Carolina football. 80 touchdowns, just 12 picks in his college career for the Crimson Tide. He may be a little small in terms of size, but potential, massive.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out.
Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That will be a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Off the play fake, Young. A short throw underneath to Hurst. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Again, it's Young. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Now Young. Throw out wide is incomplete. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole
bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They begin the drive with Robinson. Off past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 5. Option play, here's Robinson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Tried to create a little bit of that hocus-pocus with some magic, but the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Looking to throw it here, Ritter. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Young off the play fake. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Young. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, it's still early in the football game, and you hate to give away possessions, but instead of forcing something downfield on third down, that was a wise move to just get it to the sideline.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's taken it around the 40. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This went into the hands of Pitts. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ritter back to throw. And this one is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Ritter. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers about ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
It's Young off play action. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Young on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. Now a hit and a loose football. One of the linebackers has got it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Now 2nd and 5. Option left, and Ritter keeps it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Ritter now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, here's Ritter. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
There's Robinson showing the flash. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Bootlegging out here, Ritter. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put it into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Dancing away at the 35. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now 3rd down and very long. Up the middle they go with Sanders. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it will be Falcon football. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Back to throw, Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 1st down.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Going play action. Ritter.
And his throw is incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
And Raheem Blackshear now to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 29, here's second down and 2.
Another run with Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle to about the 33-yard line.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
This is 2nd and 8. On play action, Young. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now Young. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Young. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Calais Campbell, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the lead is down to 10 now at 16-6.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Robinson, he'll try the left side.
Oh, what a juke into space. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
93 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Fighting through. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ritter. That is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
Ritter to throw it.
Being chased out left.
Smart decision by Ritter, sliding down, and he's got the first.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
On the give, here's Robinson.
Dances by him.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
Nifty move. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Hand off now to Robinson.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3rd and 4.
They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts on the receiving end from Desmond Ridder. And the Falcons are able to widen their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Koo able to connect on the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
The last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Sharks got it left side. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Right back to Sanders on first down. The 71 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second down and 4. Off the play fake, Young. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out here with the option left. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw it here, Ritter. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's going on.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run with Sanders off the option. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? 1st down, Young. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard. Young to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. It's Young on 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
This 2nd and 4. Now Young. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
And here, down 2 scores, you've still got some time, but you've got to start thinking about preserving the clock when you can. And that's a nice job to secure the football, pick up the 1st down, and get out of bounds.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. David Onyemata, excellent effort, and he earns a tackle for loss.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position. and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working from the gun, Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Bradley Pena now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So now Young and the Panthers down by 7. A minute 45 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Young. Able to connect with Chubb. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Now Young. They'll air one out deep from Mingo. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Young. His throw incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Young to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Oh, man, they are living on the razor's edge. If this is incomplete, this game's over. Instead, it's a huge pickup. And I think the win percentage calculator is going to have to work overtime here because this game has really had some swings.
Now Young. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Ritter looks to throw it. London holds this one in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now we'll pause for an injured player. And that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Ritter. Able to find Patterson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Here's Ritter. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Ritter. This is Robinson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Back to throw. Ritter. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. So out come the Falcons now. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 155 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
First throw in overtime comes from Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
A little juke, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
First down, here's Ritter.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Ritter fires quickly out wide. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, here's Ritter.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Well, that one hurt, CD. They were in field goal range. They wanted that touchdown, understandably, but now a field goal on the other side would beat them.
Yeah, when you get the ball first in overtime, you're thinking to yourself, nothing less than a field goal, but you really want the touchdown. You don't want to put the onus on your defense to try and hold. In this case, they put it on them anyway, but at least they were aggressive, trying to get the score that would have ended the game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
With Sanders on first down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
What can Young do in the OT? Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. 7 yards there and a first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime is kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. To throw, Young. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. David Onyemata. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Falcons offense set to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Taken right about the 40. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Young now from the 50. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's got this down to the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Panthers have won the football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.